Good morning, lovelies. Zoe2Dots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you. And just wanted to start today's video by saying thank you so much everyone for all the amazing and lovely birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone who came through on the Twitch live stream yesterday as well. That was absolutely insanity. Like, it was just genuine insanity. We had a whole bunch of our lovely squad on Discord call. We had Trainer Tips, Holly, Mystic 7, Austin John, Reversal, Cruise Ship, JT Valor, like just a whole bunch. Like, I can't even list everyone who like dropped in and out. We had Glitch City, we had Agent V, we had Ray Ray Senpai. So many eggies dropped through to say hey and happy birthday and chat and interact with you guys on stream. So many gift subs were given out on the channel as well. So if you did miss yesterday's video, do go and check your little notifications on Twitch. You might have been gifted a sub because there were over 380 of them given out, which is insanity. So thank you everyone who came out and celebrated and supported me and the channel and everything that we're doing over here. I greatly appreciate it. It was my best ever quarantine birthday. So thank you. It was a really fun day. I will still be consistently streaming over on Twitch as well. So as always, Pokemon Go stuff will stay here, and then any sort of variety other games, whether it be console games, will be over on Twitch. We're doing both. So yeah, if you want to be able to come over and have a chat and actually interact long term, please be sure to check out Twitch. The link will be in the description as well. And if you want just the good old Pokemon Go stuff, stay here as well. Why not have both? Get the best of both worlds. And today it's kind of another one of our news little info update days in that, oh, thanks Niantic for the birthday present. I appreciate it. You didn't have to. Togepi event is happening. Spring into Spring, the kind of Easter-ish event for this year is happening, and it's very Togepi themed. And I'm going to pretend that it's all for me and my birthday. I know that it's probably not, and it's just that, you know, it's an egg Pokemon and it lines up to be an egg event, but I will pretend until the cows come home that Niantic thought of me and was like, here's a special present for Zoe. Now, if they could bring out bows into the game, then I would really know that it was for me. But just so I don't say anything wrong as well, I'm going to be reading a little bit for you guys. I'm going to break down the best aspects, maybe if there's any good or bad aspects of this event. I mean, is there any bad aspects of this event? It's about Togepi. Who knows? Let's see. So spring into spring for the Northern Hemisphere. We're springing into autumn. I guess technically now, but Australia likes to stay summer for, you know, way more months than it needs to. So it probably won't get autumny for a little bit, but it's been rainy this week, so we'll see. So Baneri is going to be joining the celebration wearing a flower crown. So another hatted Pokemon to mass transfer really slowly, one at a time. Hopefully that's the one thing I think actually they could change, is being able to mass transfer costumed Pokemon. Or being able to, like, you know, still mass transfer, but maybe like two like yeses, like, yes, I'm very sure I want to transfer this, like at the end of the mass selection. So there's going to be egg and spring themed Pokemon appearing more in the wild and also appearing more in eggs, and also Flower Crown Pichu and Flower Crown Togepi from eggs as well. And before we get too stressed about this being an egg event, Niantic has announced they're going to be improving Adventure Sync as well to hatch eggs from home. Hopefully your phone is compatible with Adventure Sync. If not, that's obviously, yeah, going to be an issue for you. And we still do have the half egg hatch distance from the whole, you know, stay at home pandemic initiative, basically. Every egg already is half distance, so that's pretty sweet. If you're unsure if your phone's compatible as well with Adventure Sync, do check out the Niantic like help section as well. It can kind of like step you through how to set it up on your particular device. So starting April 9th from 8 AM your local time, that will be next Thursday, we're going to have this event kicking off, and it's going to run until April 16th at 10 PM your local time. So appearing more frequently in the wild, we're going to have Chansey, Mareep, Execute, Marill, and Torchic. A lot of Marill in events lately. And the new shiny will be Execute, a whole bunch of eggs to celebrate the egg day. Baneri wearing flower crowns and Pikachu wearing flower hats will be appearing in the wild too. It's kind of like a new flower hat. So not the Pikachu with the flower crown. It's kind of got like a really cute little Easter Day parade hat on, which is kind of cute. Albeit it will be a nightmare to transfer. Hot tip. Once this is over, trade them to your friends and then it's their problem. They have to transfer it. Just don't tell them that. Tell them it's for their Pikachu badge. They need to get their Pikachu badge to gold. Trade them all the hatted Pikachu. Just saying. Both the Baneri and the Pikachu can be shiny as well. Hatching more often from 2 kilometer eggs are going to be Pichu with the flower crown, Togepi with the flower crown, Happiny, Munchlax, Tyrogue, Chingling, and Riolu. Riolu from 2K eggs. Get that shiny on lockdown if you can. Holy moly. 2K eggs, once you incubate it, 1K egg, Even if you don't have Adventure Sync, you can walk around your house, I'm sure, like room to room, and get enough things happening with that game open to get 1 kilometer of distance in your house. With Adventure Sync on, clean your house, do some exercises with the Adventure Sync in and on you on the phone. Just, if you want to be that person, sit there and shake your phone for a bit. Like 1K is crazy easy. Even accidentally in some houses, if you get enough drift, you can do like a 1K egg, like just that in a day. In like a couple of hours. It's ridiculous. Again, you do not need to leave your house to hatch eggs. There are ways to do it. There are so many ways to do it to not have to leave your house to hatch eggs. You can either be active and, you know, be a good little fit egg and use Adventure Sync, or you can use Adventure Sync, as I said, just, you know, do the shaky thing. It's obviously going to be less benefit for you health-wise, but it functions. And additionally, all eggs received from gifts, so from your friends that are normally 7 kilometer eggs, will be 2 kilometer eggs. Amazing. So you don't have to go out and spin a stop to get those 2K eggs. You can open the gifts from your friends in your house. Hopefully they can still send you gifts. And those will be 2K eggs. Again, guys, I implore you to network with people on Facebook or on Twitter for people who aren't on lockdown, maybe for people who live on Pokestops, and try and add people to still be able to receive gifts if you are, you know, someone who is on lockdown, who cannot leave, who cannot spin, who cannot get items and gifts. Try and find someone online who is. Hit them up, just say, hey, I'm kind of stuck. Would you mind helping out? I'll, you know, send gifts when I can back, you know, when I'm back online and back out and about sort of thing. There are plenty of good eggs out there willing to help. But that's fantastic because I love distance eggs, I love distance trading. I haven't been opening my friends' gifts when I've had egg space because of the 7 kilometer eggs. I don't need that nightmare in my life. I don't need 7 kilometers of effort, or cut down in half, 3.5, to then lead to a Lileep again. So I'm definitely going to be opening a bunch of these eggs and seeing how we go. There are going to be event exclusive encounter quests that will reward you with Azumarill, Alolan Executor, and if you're super lucky, Ordino as well. So Ordino, that pink cutie, is back in quests. And the pièce de résistance is the Togepi bag and hoodie available in the in-game item shop. I think I'm going to literally wear this until either I die or the game dies because it's cute as heck. It's a shame that it's like, I guess, oh, actually, you know, it's a long sleeve. I'm going into winter. That's fantastic. I was going to say I wish it was like a short sleeve option. But no, I'm going into winter in the Southern Hem. So it'll fit. I like to dress my character by the seasons. So yay, happy days. Togepi backpack looks stupid cute. Togepi, like the hoodie is looking great. And then like holding a Togepi in the front, it's going to be like just double stack, triple stack. Togepi action. Additionally, we'll have 2 times hatch candy and we'll have lucky eggs lasting for 1 hour as well. So if you have any, you know, friend bonuses you need to get in, pop on a lucky egg and just kind of chip through some things, do some evolutions if you need to, get to level 40, all that jazz. There's plenty of things to do on a lucky egg. So quick review, the 2K eggs have got a lot of spice in them. From those eggs, Togepi can be shiny, Pichu can be shiny, Tyrag no, Happiny, yes, can be shiny, Riolu, very yes, can be shiny, and Chingling, not yet, but do you get extra Stardust for hatching Chingling or just for catching Chimecho? I don't recall, actually. All the gifts from friends will be 2K. Once incubated, halve it down to 1K. So I don't think that's the most horrific thing. Realistically, I do appreciate that my situation is not the same as everyone else's. So for me, at least, I know I can walk back, if I had to, only be in my house. I can walk back and forth in my house with Adventure Sync on. If I was someone without Adventure Sync, I could still have the game open and walk around in the house and it would accumulate distance. You could honestly even have the game on and just put it in a weird location. Put it in a space that doesn't get a lot of good reception. Put it in, you know, if you're in a brick house, put it in kind of like the corner or under the sink or somewhere weird and just see if you get drift. See if there's a space in your house where you can put your phone on open, not going to sleep, and have it somewhere where it can't quite get good reception and your character walks around a little bit. You could find that you can force some walking and be able to hatch these eggs. So experiment, figure it out. Obviously, it's not as fun as if we could physically get and walk and hatch these eggs, but that's just the reality at the moment. The game still kind of has to exist alongside all the things that are happening in the world. And keep in mind, Niantic has said, I think twice in this announcement, that they are still working on additional features to help you enjoy the game from home. So hang tight. I'm sure there's a bunch of things we don't even know about yet besides, you know, the raiding from home and all that jazz. They have said many, many times in many different places, they are still working on additional features. So those could be anything literally anything. So let's just hang 10 and see what those might be. Additionally, those of you participating in the Spotlight and the Mystery Hours, remember those like Tuesday and Thursday events that's been happening like all of this year that I have literally forgotten every single one, especially with last month being, you know, the mixed bag, just a little bit of everything spawning on a Tuesday, and I just would forget every time. This month is going to be actually, I think, a whole lot better. They've merged them so that the bonuses and the extra spawns are on the one day. So they're all going to be happening on the Tuesdays. There's going to be like a combined, you know, XP and a Pokemon, Stardust and a Pokemon, whatever it might be. And for this month as well, it's going to be a featured Pokemon, not just a little bit of everything. So it's cool. They had their month of testing what people liked, if they liked the mixed bag, which I'm gonna guess probably a lot of people didn't. Maybe a lot of rural players were like, hey, I actually have spawns now, fantastic. Other people maybe that live in the cities were like, hey, the spawns are even better, whatever. But this month is going to be specific feature Pokemon, like a little spotlight, not a floodlight feature hour, so happy days. These are all starting at 6 p.m. by the way, on the Tuesday, your local time. So April 7th is going to be Purloin, so you can be purloining some extra XP as well in this event with double XP for catching Pokemon. So Purloins, which is also really good because it's an evolved form for extra Stardust. Hey, star piece on, kids. For April 14th, we're going to be having Magnemite and double candy for catching. So Magnemite can be a shiny. If you can, you know, drop an incense as well, guys, consider that these are incense basically boost or spawn in wild spawns. During these Spotlight events, those Spotlight Pokemon are considered wild spawns. So if you put on an incense, we're going to be getting a lot of extra Magnemite as well on top of whatever your house spawns are. So Magnemite can be shiny. If you want all 3 for the set, you need to try and get 3. Maybe that's like probably not achievable in 1 hour, but maybe you'll get one new one. Plus double candy for whatever else you're catching, which is not bad. April 21st will be Wobbuffet and then double transfer candy. So this is a fantastic one to know in advance. So you can go through and tidy your storage, maybe go through and label some things for double transfer. What I do notoriously is, you know, say for Darkrai, I can't trade them forward to someone else. I don't need 30 of them from the raids and from the Go Battle League. I go through and name all my spares double. And then when a double transfer event pops up, I search for double and I delete everything. I don't have to think like, oh, but what if this one was good, or what? Like if I've named it double, it's time to go. This could apply for anything. Maybe you've got, you traded a friend for a Gible, you've since hatched a better Gible. You're not really going to do anything with that really bad IV Gible. It's not good for PvP. You don't want to do X, Y, and Z with it. You don't need it. As much as it is like, oh, that's a rare boy, are those 2 candies more important now? Because you can't trade that one again. It's already been traded to you. Why not get 2 candies for it rather than 1 candy by transferring it? Maximize the efficiency, essentially. So go through, label some stuff now, open up your game now, label some stuff double. Have you got an abundance of Mewtwo's that you're never really going to be able to trade to everyone in your community? Maybe just unload the burden by 5 or unload the burden by 2, whatever it might be. But name them now so you don't have to think about it later. And then on the day you can just type in double, transfer. And lastly, the one that I think is going to be the one that I'm most excited in, it's the weirdest way to put it as well. The 28th of April is going to be Pidgey. Pidgey can be shiny. I haven't got my shiny. I literally, every time that Pidgey's been boosted in events, I click on Pidgeys over anything else just about. I haven't got this one. I'm absolutely going to go find a spot safely to lure up, sit in the car, just lure it all up and just go for Pidgeys non-stop. I will probably be live streaming that as well for you guys, and fingers crossed we can get a shiny one. And additionally, you'll get double XP for evolving. So if you're someone who still needs some XP for leveling up and things like that, Pidgeys are a cheap evolution, 12 candies, which is crazy. So just catch them all up, evolve them all up. Happy days. So yeah, keep in mind guys, please do play safely and play according to the rules in your area for all of these. For myself in Australia currently, and this could change throughout April, I'm still allowed to leave my house for work. For my own safety, I'm gonna still be doing my work from either the car or from, you know, solitude in a park somewhere, but I'm not really gonna be like walking around because I don't need to have to try and explain to a police officer what my job is. Like, hi, I catch digital monsters for work. I promise this is my legitimate income and please don't give me an $11,000 fine. So yeah, I will still be, you know, going out and filming these events for you guys, but doing it what is, you know, safe and correct according to the rules for me. Keep in mind my rules can and probably will be different to your rules. So if you're concerned or if you think that I'm doing something wrong, keep in mind I'm doing everything correctly for my rules and to keep myself and, you know, I guess the only other person I'm seeing is Alan. Keep myself and Alan safe because I'm not visiting anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not doing much. So yeah, but please play to the rules in your area. If you're not allowed to leave full stop at all, do not leave full stop at all. I don't think I need to say that another time. I think you guys know what you need to do for yourselves. There was also another huge update for moves for grass Pokemon for PvP for spring. There's like a whole grass featurette. I think we'll jump into that in another video. And once you get a bit more research from the PvP squad and what they have to say about these changes to the moves, which Pokemon this will mostly affect in PvP, I'm really curious. It's a lot of like, already a lot of the grassy types, like especially Venusaur, are very heavy hitters. So I'm curious to see how these other grass types get affected by their new move updates, new move pool updates, and then different like power updates as well for certain moves. So we'll jump into that later as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think for these upcoming events? Do you think, you know, once you sit down and consider it, if it's possible for you, is the egg hatching event totally impossible? Is 1 kilometer totally impossible for you? Is your phone not compatible with Adventure Sync? Do you get 0 drift regardless of if you sprint back and forth in the house? Or once you sit down and consider it, is it like, oh yeah, I can do that from home, even though it sounds weird to be hatching eggs from home? Is it something that you can actually do? Is it a slight problem that you can solve and then enjoy? Or will this be something that's frustrating for you? It's all good feedback and it's all good to know. Leave it down in the comments down below. Also, sending you guys lots of shiny luck for the rest of the Trickster event as well. I believe the Krogunk spawns have increased, which is fantastic. There's more of the catch 3 Ditto quests, I believe, popping about as well, and a bit less Apom. Apom's a nasty little one to try and catch and a bit of a waste of Pokeballs at the moment, so consider that if it's taken up your resources. But yeah, sending you guys a lot of shiny vibes and hope you can get something sweet in the house. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well, and if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch in the description down below. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.